Meet Pastor Tim. He is always looking for ways to help his team collaborate and communicate more effectively. One day, he came across Ministry Inbox. Designed for churches, Ministry Inbox is an integrated suite of productivity, collaboration, and communication tools that helps your team work more efficiently together. The free account includes the shared team inbox for easily delegating and tracking team tasks, plus all these integrated tools including projects, prayer, care, productivity, online forms, bulk emails, a custom website, and so much more. Let's check in with Pastor Tim to see how he uses Ministry Inbox.
Usually the first thing I do after logging in is check through my personal notifications up top. This gives me a quick summary of what activity is new for me to review. In our first notification icon for chat, it shows that we have 5 new chat messages in the 2 chat groups I am in. We will come back to these shortly. Our next notification icon is for unread inbox items. We have 9 updates here, and we will review these directly in our inbox in a moment. The next icon is for our team tools such as prayer requests, care tracker, project management, and event coordination. There is 1 new notification here, and it is for our men's fishing trip event. Next are our notifications for updates to our shared idea docs, where we can collaborate with other team members in a shared doc. There is 1 update here as well. Next, we have notifications for 4 to-dos highlighted yellow, which means they are due within the next 3 days. If any of these were past due, they would be highlighted red. Lastly, we have our reminder notifications, and currently we have 1 active reminder. You can also see a reminder alert at the top of the dashboard below. Let's go ahead and click this reminder. I can see I delegated this to-do and set a reminder for me to confirm it was completed. Let's see if they completed it. Yep, looks like Mark completed the oil change on the van a couple days ago. I'll go ahead and close my reminder. Next, I like to check my new chat messages. Looks like the leaders team and fishing trip teams have some new messages. Let's check the leaders team first. I can see Ruth is going to be out of the office tomorrow. Sounds good. I'll give her a quick reply. Let's see what the fishing team is talking about. Looks like they want to reschedule the next meeting to after service on Sunday. Sounds good to me too. I'll update that in the calendar, which will automatically update them as well. Let's click the calendar item to edit. Click the Edit tab. Edit the start time for the meeting. And lastly, save the changes. Now let's send them a quick chat to let them know we are all on the same page. Looks like some of the team are sending me replies in chat already. All is looking good. Next, I usually take a look at my unread inbox items. The ones with my picture, like the top one and a few more, are assigned to me. The others are either unassigned or assigned to some other person or group. Let's take a look at this first one from Bob's Fishing Charters that is assigned to me. Looks like they received the signed contract, okay? I'll give Bob a quick reply and go ahead and close this ticket. This next one is from one of our Ministry Inbox web forms. I'll hover over the quick preview display image to get a quick summary. It is Isaiah asking for some info on the fishing trip. I'll assign this to the head deacon, Noah, and mark it as read for myself. Looks like Ruth has some updated info on our volunteer web developer position in this next one. Let's take a look. Good news. Matthew is going to help us. Ruth set up 3 to-dos for me to do to get him set up. Let's go ahead and take care of those now. First, let's get his login set up and give him access to the web development tools to help with our Ministry Inbox website. To do this, we navigate to the People database, then scroll down and click the Manage button next to Matthew. Updating Matthew's permissions to a leader automatically sends him an email to activate his login. Next, let's give Matthew access to the web tools to update our Ministry Inbox website. To do this, we simply check these boxes and submit the changes to update his access. Now let's go ahead and add Matthew's profile to the team page of our church's Ministry Inbox website. Since I set up the website initially, I can quickly go ahead and do that before Matthew starts helping with the updates. First, let's navigate to the design tool for our team's webpage. Next, let's take a look at our current Ministry Inbox website to see what we need to update. Let's go to the team profile page of our website to see how things are currently displayed. As you can see, Matthew is not currently listed. Let's go ahead and add him now. To add him, I'll simply copy one of the other rows and fill it in with Matthew's information. Here we duplicate a row. Next, we drag the row to the bottom. Now we edit the row with Matthew's information. Excellent. Now let's go refresh our web page to see the updates. That looks good. Now let's give Matthew his first assignment by creating a ticket for him to see when he logs into the Ministry Inbox Manager. From the Inbox main page, let's click the Manage button and select New Team Ticket. Next, let's fill out the ticket information for Matthew. Lastly, let's assign the ticket to Matthew and click the Create New Ticket button. All set. Here is his ticket with his picture showing it is assigned to him. I think that wraps up the to-dos from that ticket. Let's go ahead and mark those all as completed. Simply check the boxes next to the to-dos and click the Mark Selected To-Dos Completed button. Next, we can keep going through our unread tickets list. Here's a prayer request from one of our Ministry Inbox forms, which is already automatically assigned to the prayer request team. However, I see it is from Bob, and I know Noah is his good friend. I'll assign to Noah to follow up directly. Here's a volunteer sign-up form, which is already automatically assigned to the volunteer team. I'll simply mark that as read for myself with the menu instead of clicking in on the ticket. Next, we have a new fishing trip sign-up form. I am planning to send a bulk group email to the fishing trip participants today, so I'll go ahead and add this person to the fishing trip participants group so they get that message. To do that, let's go ahead and click to manage the fishing trip participants group. Next, let's add James as a new member. Now select James, then set his role to group member, then click the Add Person to Group button to save our changes. There we go. Now let's go ahead and add a note to the original ticket to let the team know what I have done. From the Manage menu, select Add Note, then enter our note information and save our note. Also, let's reply to James so that he knows we are processing his request. Very good. We are getting close to caught up. This next one is a neat feature of Ministry Inbox. When we send out bulk group emails, the replies are received here in our shared team inbox. This is one of those. Looks like Paul hurt his knee and cannot make the fishing trip. I'm going to go ahead and double-click the message display image to pin this to my dashboard so I'm sure to follow up later. Also, I'm going to go ahead and create a Care Tracker team tool for the care team to follow up with Paul. From the ticket, we click Create Care Tracker. Then we fill out the Care Tracker info and assign it to our desired group and team member. Lastly, enter any additional details and save the Care Tracker. Now that the care team has been automatically notified, let's get back to the original ticket and assign it to the fishing trip team to follow up with Paul as well. Here we can go ahead and assign this ticket to Noah. Next, let's add a note for the team to follow up with Paul regarding all the details of these changes. Now let's head on back to the inbox using our Back to Inbox link, which automatically scrolls us to where we left off. Almost done. Just 2 more unread messages. This next one looks easy. Let's just go ahead and assign it to Noah to follow up since it is related to the fishing trip. Last one, let's see what Elijah has to say about our bulk group email today. Oh, he says to take a look at the fishing trip team tool for details. This ticket is linked to that. Let's go ahead and head on over there. We have some unread notes here. Let's take a look. He says to take a look at a shared idea doc for updates to the bulk group email. Here is the idea doc. Now, let's compare versions of the idea doc to see what Elijah has added. I see. It looks like he wants us to add sunglasses and dress in layers to the group email about what to bring on the fishing trip. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and update the bulk group email with that info. Here we click on the design option for our bulk group email. Then we edit the email with sunglasses and dress in layers as Elijah suggested. All set. Now let's go ahead and select our recipients and schedule the email to go out later today. Here is the fishing trip participants group. Let's check the box and click the Update Participants button to set this as the group we are sending this email to. Next, let's schedule the bulk group email message to send by clicking the Schedule option. From there, we select the date and time that we want to send our message at. Lastly, we click the Update Email Schedule button to save our changes. All right, I think that does it. We are scheduled to go out later today. Now, let's update the ticket to let the team know the email is set to go out. As before, we simply click the Manage button and click Add Note. Then we fill out the note details and click the Create Note button to save our note. All set. That completes our unread inbox items. Lastly, we just have this one to do notification to look at. This to-do says, get caught up on unread inbox items. We actually just finished that. Let's go ahead and mark that as complete. That should be it for now. Let's go look at our dashboard summary before we log out. Let's see, a couple meetings coming up. And our pinned item to remind us about Paul. I think that does it for now. Let's go ahead and log out. Thanks for joining me on my Ministry Inbox demonstration. Be sure to sign up for your free Ministry Inbox account today to try out all these great tools with your own team.